Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I want to talk about why having a rare condition like IIH can make those of us living with the condition feel quite lonely at times. So before I get into any more details, time for the intro. Back in 2018, I was diagnosed with IIH. IIH is short for idiopathic intracranial hypertension. In short, in IIH, there's an increased intracranial pressure without a known cause. IIH is known by two older names, pseudotumor cerebri and benign intracranial hypertension. Living with IIH is very hard to explain to others, as it can be hard to tell when I'm not feeling well. My hope is that through these videos we can learn together and help make relationships better through a better understanding. I also hope to provide people living with IIH a community so they never feel like they are alone with this condition. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell down below so that you get updated about further videos. I upload new content every Monday and Thursday afternoon. When you live with a fairly rare condition that most other people have no idea what it's like to experience, it makes you feel quite lonely sometimes. Now, there's a bunch of different reasons why I personally experience this, but the biggest one is people just don't understand and can't feel what you do. They also can't see what you're going through. It's not very physically visible when we aren't feeling well. As I mentioned in the intro, it's really important that I have really good communication with those people that are closest to me, because they're not able to tell when I'm not feeling well. In some cases, people just don't want to take the effort to get to understand, or at least it feels that way. I have trouble being the kind of person that I am, that people really don't care at all. I think there are some people who really think we're doing this only to get extra attention and that it's not that big of a deal. So I want to go over this a little bit more in detail and explain a few of the things that people need to stop making mistakes about when they're around people with IIH or even similar conditions. There's a lot of conditions that this could apply to, and I even think migraines can go along with this, and migraines are a lot more common than IIH, and there's a lot of similarities between the two of them. I actually have a very hard time telling when I might be having IIH symptoms compared to migraine symptoms. Now, part of that is because I didn't have migraines before I had IIH, but I think part of that is they share so much in common. The loneliness comes along with the fact that some people can tend to lose relationships. There are some people that lose communication with close family members. Thankfully, my core group of people who I rely on is still there for me. And I guess if you guys are ever watching my content, all I can do is say thank you. There's some things that are just very, very hard to communicate about IIH. And I think even I sometimes lose my patience with some respects. One minute I'm dancing, doing an elaborate TikTok, and the next I can barely get out of bed. So you can see there's quite a variation there. I really want to talk about why this makes us feel lonely. So the reason why is because we lose the people we need the most. When you're going through something like this, you need others as support systems. And I've talked about relationships in a couple of different ways on this. Now, I've talked about what a good support system is. I personally want to see people just show that they have an interest in what's going on. The second biggest reason why we can feel lonely with this condition is because nobody can really tell when we're physically experiencing symptoms unless we're not getting out of bed, unless we're complaining, unless we're making it known that we're experiencing symptoms. Because headaches, as you probably have experienced minor headaches yourself, whether it be during a sinus infection or all of that, they can it's very, very difficult to tell when somebody else is having a headache. And as for the visual things, you definitely are not going to be able to see what the person is experiencing with that. When you look normal and you're actually not feeling well, this is called an invisible illness. It can lead to, over time, I think, family becoming frustrated or people in your life becoming frustrated because they may think that your symptoms are appearing at very convenient times for you or whatever, but I can guarantee you that none of us want to be sick. None of us want to be going through this situation, and there is no cure. We can often go into remission if we lose weight or make lifestyle changes, which I'm all for, and I have experienced the benefits of changing my lifestyle, and it has improved my life significantly, but it is not 100%. I hope that kind of helps kind of get past that communication barrier. Some of us do feel lonely sometimes because there just really isn't people that understand what's going on. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.